Social anxiety versus shyness. What is the real difference? Have you ever avoided a conversation, skipped a party, or stayed quiet in a meeting and then wondered, am I just shy or is something deeper going on? Maybe people have told you, you are just shy and you will grow out of it. But deep inside, you feel like what you are experiencing is more intense, more overwhelming, and much harder to control. Today, we are going to clear up one of the most confusing topics in mental health, the real difference between social anxiety and shyness. Because while these two words are often used interchangeably, they are not the same thing, and understanding the difference can completely change how you see yourself. If you have ever blamed yourself for being weak, awkward, or antisocial, this video is especially for you. Let's begin. What is shyness? Shyness is a personality trait, not a disorder. A shy person often feels a little uncomfortable in new social situations. They may need time to warm up around strangers. They might prefer listening rather than talking, or small groups instead of large crowds. But here is the key thing about shyness. It does not control a person's life. A shy person might feel nervous before speaking in class, but they can still do it. They might feel awkward at a party, but they can still stay, interact, and even enjoy it once they relax. Shyness is usually temporary and situational. Once the shy person becomes familiar with the environment or the people around them, the discomfort fades. In many cases, shyness is simply part of someone's natural temperament, and there is nothing wrong with that. Now, what is social anxiety? Social anxiety is very different. Social anxiety is a mental health condition, not a personality trait. It is not just feeling nervous. It is an intense, persistent fear of being judged, embarrassed, or rejected in social situations. For someone with social anxiety, social interactions don't just feel uncomfortable, they feel threatening. The brain treats social situations as a danger, triggering a strong fear response even when there is no real risk. This fear can be so powerful that it leads to avoidance, isolation, and deep emotional distress. The core difference: discomfort versus fear. Here is the simplest way to understand the difference. Shyness is a discomfort. Social anxiety is a fear. A shy person might think this is awkward. On the other hand, a socially anxious person might think they are judging me. I will embarrass myself. Everyone will remember this forever. Shyness makes you quiet. Social anxiety makes you afraid to exist in front of others. How shyness feels internally. Inside the mind of a shy person, thoughts often sound like this: I don't know what to say. I feel awkward around new people. I would rather not be the center of attention. These thoughts may cause mild nervousness, but they don't spiral out of control. The shy person does not constantly replay conversations afterward. They don't spend hours criticizing themselves. They don't believe their worth depends on how others sees them. How social anxiety feels internally. Inside the mind of someone with social anxiety, the experience is much more intense. Thoughts often sound like this: what if I say something stupid? They can see how nervous I am. I am going to embarrass myself. They think I am weird. I should leave before I mess this up. And after the interaction ends, the social anxiety does not stop. The person replays every word, every facial expression, every pose. They analyze what went wrong, they criticize themselves harshly. This mental replay can last for hours, days, or even weeks. Physical symptoms, another big difference. Shyness usually comes with mild physical symptoms, maybe a little blushing or a racing heart. Social anxiety, on the other hand, often causes strong physical reactions such as a pounding heart, sweating, trembling, dry mouth, nausea, shortness of breath, feeling dizzy or detached. These symptoms can feel so intense that people mistake them for a medical emergency. This physical fear response makes social situations feel unbearable, not just uncomfortable. Avoidance, where the lines become clear. One of the clearest difference between shyness and social anxiety is avoidance. A shy person may hesitate, but they still participate in life. On the other hand, a socially anxious person often avoids situations entirely. They may avoid speaking in meetings, making phone calls, attending social events, eating in public, asking questions, and meeting new people. Not because they don't want connection, but because the fear feels overwhelming. Avoidance brings short term relief, but long term suffering. Impacts on daily life. Shyness really limits life choices, but social anxiety often does. People with social anxiety may turn down job opportunities, avoid promotions, struggle with their relationships, feel lonely even when they want connection, feel misunderstood and ashamed. This is why social anxiety is classified as a disorder. It significantly interferes with daily functioning. Can a shy person have social anxiety? Yes, but they are still separate things. Some people are naturally shy and have social anxiety. Others are outgoing but still experience social anxiety internally. You can be quiet without being anxious. You can be anxious without being quiet. Social anxiety is about fear, not personality. Why people confuse shyness and social anxiety? The confusion exists because both involve social discomfort. But labeling social anxiety as just shyness can be harmful. It minimizes real suffering. It delays proper understanding and treatment. It makes people feel weak for something they didn't choose. Social anxiety is not a flaw, it's a condition that can be managed and improved. Can social anxiety be treated? Yes, absolutely. Social anxiety is one of the most treatable anxiety disorders. With the right approach, such as therapy, gradual exposure, mindset shifts, and sometimes professional support, people can dramatically reduce their symptoms and regain control of their lives. Shyness does not need to be fixed. Social anxiety deserves understanding and care. If you have always felt like your fear goes deeper than shyness, you are not imagining it. And if you are shy, that doesn't mean you are broken or lacking confidence. Both experiences are valid, but they are not the same. Understanding the difference is the first step toward self-compassion and growth. And if this video helped you understood yourself better, give it a like. It really supports the channel. Comment below, do you relate more to shyness or anxiety? And if you want more videos that explain mental health in a simple human way, subscribe and turn on notifications. You are not alone and you never have to figure this out by yourself.